Good morning, thank you all. It's nice to be here. This is my first VTEX day, so I'm very glad to be here, and I will be presenting the Mazda case, okay? Well, I'm solution architect leader from Europe. I've been working in Europe in VTEX for 1 year, more than 1 year, and I was in charge of several projects in different countries in Europe. Now, let's go to the Mazda case. First, some facts about Mazda. Okay, Mazda is a company, it's a Japanese company that have presence in all countries, and they have a $30 million revenue. Mazda Europe, it's the second largest region for them, and it's a strategic market. And also, they operate in Europe through 22 national sales companies, and they have a dealership network with more than 2,000 stores. Let's now talk a little bit about the architecture of the solution. Let's say from a dealer perspective, this solution will give them the option to go digital without any investments in developing or in traffic. They will be able to announce their inventory online. Let's say new cars, used cars, or accessories, for example, and they will receive what we call gold leads. From a customer perspective, this was from a dealership perspective, the customer will be able to find the car they want in the site with the configuration wanted using the filters on the PLPs. They will be able to know the financial options they have for the cars. This will be displayed not only in the PLPs, but also in the PLPs. And then, finally, they will be able to go to the dealer and sign the contract to get the car. These are some key factors for this solution that Mazda present. The customer experience was a key factor because they want to offer a complete shopping experience. The other thing was integrating the dealership network. They wanted to provide to the dealership network an important tool to sell. The other thing important was the D2C. Only using this model whenever there is no stock on the dealers. So if the dealers have stock, we are going to sell the cars from the dealers. And in case the dealer doesn't have stock, we are going to go to the main warehouse where the inventory is owned by Mazda. And finally, the future proof. This means that the dealers will be able to upload also their own products. This means used cars or accessories, not only the new cars that Mazda is selling. Going a little bit into the account strategy. We have a main marketplace that is the public store. Here is where the user will see all the cars from all dealers. And then we will have like a lot of accounts for the dealers, one account per dealer. These are normal sellers. This is a marketplace seller architecture. And then we will have a special dealer that is the NSC, that is represent the inventory that it's owned by Mazda. Okay, and this will be used only in the case that we don't have stock in the dealers for the car the user is searching. Some things regarding the account strategy. Each dealer will have their own catalog. This means not only they will be able to create the used cars or their accessories, but they will be also able to customize the products. Let's say they will be able to upload the images of the products or customize the description, for example. They will receive the reservations, these are the orders in VTEX, directly into their accounts without any intervention. So whenever the user is reserving a car, the reservation will go directly to their accounts. And also they will have in the future the possibility to build their own front end if they want. Using the seller account, they can build the front end in that same account and have a specific front end for them. Well, going a little bit deeper into the integration flow, I know it's a little bit small, the flow. I will try to explain it from here. So the idea here is, first of all, let me define the product definition. We call a product, let's say, the product is defined by the model, the color, the configuration, and the dealer ID. This means that if I have the same car with the same color, with the same configuration in two dealers, I have two products for VTEX. And then the SKUs are defined by what we call the VIN number. This is a unique identifier Mazda has for each car, specific car. Now, how the integration flow was built? First of all, we received from this was implemented in a mid layer. Yes, this is in a middleware that is connecting the system from Mazda with VTEX. So the first thing we receive here, it's an event from Mazda that they have a new BIN number. For us, it's a new SKU. With that BIN number, what we are going to do is search for the product related to that BIN number. If we found the product, we are going to create the SKU in the seller account. It's this flow, the one in the top. If we don't find the SKU, the product related to that SKU, we will need to create first the product in the marketplace and then in the seller. Once those two products are created, with the specifications, with descriptions, with everything, we are going to create the SKU in the seller also. So in this case, we have the same flow that on top. With the SKU created on the seller, we are going to use the suggestion API we have to receive the suggestion on the marketplace. Once we have the suggestion received in the marketplace, we are going to use the match, the product match, to relay the SKU from the marketplace to the seller. Okay? And that's all the flow for every new VIN number we receive. Now I will go a little deep on search by location. This is something we implement, as Danny mentioned, in the PLP to let the user search the cars by location, putting a filter on the distance. This is a screenshot of the site. As you can see on top of the filters, you will see you have a distance range. You can select the max distance you want to filter the cars for. In this case, the default one is 30 miles. So every car I see here will be within 30 miles. I can change and select another filters. And then you will have the normal filters that you have in the PLPs for the car configurations. These were the challenges that we were facing regarding the search. The main objective was to generate gold leads using the search. The custom, let's say, based on previous experiments that Mazda did, they know that the customer prefer the cars that are close to them and available now. So this was also another challenge. And the last one was a limitation we had regarding the cars. The cars cannot be sent from one dealer to the other one because the cars belongs to that dealer. So once the car is in that dealer, cannot be moved. These were the native features we use for implementing this search by location. We use the intelligent search, the VTEX intelligent search. This is used to calculate the distance and filtering by distance for the products. We use the specifications from catalog. Let us put the geolocation of each of the cars in the catalog. We are using also the checkout API. This API lets us convert a postal code into geo-coordinates just to be able to calculate the distance then to the cars. We are using the app called Location Availability. This app let us display the distance we have from the customer to the product inside PLPs and PDPs. We are using the customer location. This is also a component that let us know the customer location, and we are able to share that customer location with the search and the checkout. And finally, we use the order by that we have in the PLPs. Sorry. We use the order by that we have in the PLPs for sorting the products by distance. Finally, I will explain how the search flow works. First of all, the user will insert the postal code or will use the geolocation from the Chrome. We are going to convert that postcode into geocoordinates using the checkout APIs. Once we have the geocoordinate from the user, we are going to save that into the search state and also into the session from the user. Once the search state is set, we will redirect the user to the PLP, and our intelligent search will start filtering the products by distance using the geolocation, the latitude and longitude we set up in the catalog. The intelligent search will return the vehicles sorted by distance and filtered by the range we specify. And finally, we are going to present those results to the user sorted by distance. Well, thank you very much. That's all. I don't know if you have any questions.
We'll open for questions now if you guys want. If not, I have a couple of questions that I want to ask Miguel a lot. So, yeah, please. You need a mic or no? Can you shout? You can sit down if you want, Miguel. I know you're tired.
No. Yes. Thanks a lot, Miguel. So tell us a bit more about the payment. How did you guys solve the payment and everything that comes with the payment, the purchase, transactions, and all of those things?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. For payments, what we did was we are charging the user with a reservation fee. We are not charging the user with the car value, the car amount, let's say. So they pay a reservation fee, and later they go to the dealer, and they sign the contract there and make all the agreement with the dealer directly. So it's only a reservation what we are charging the user. That's why we are saying that we are providing gold leads to the dealers.
Yeah, after all, it's a generation of potential buyers. No, I think something else interesting is that they had to develop a widget on the product page, which is basically an integration into the bank that works with Mazda, so that the user can see in the product page what are the financing options that he has, right? Because, okay, you're going to pay a reservation of 1,000 euros, 1,000 euros, I think, no?
No, 100.
100 euros. But you need to know, right? How much is this going to cost per month? So you can simulate in the product page, say I'm going to pay in 48 months or 300 months, whatever. This is the interest rate. This is the cost. You don't pay online, obviously, but at least you have that information so that when you go to the store, you already kind of know what the financing options are.
Can you elaborate on two things? The first thing is any metrics that you can say in terms of how sales evolve after the product was launched, etc. That's the first thing. Second thing is this, solution that how can it be scalable to other markets, to other products, etc.
I think. Okay, in terms of conversion, let's say from the lead to a buyer, I can say that this conversion rate will be more than 80% on what we know it's going to happen.
I mean, for now, this, I think first thing is important is it was a launch, right? So, this is not a migration, right? So, this is the first time that they're actually doing this initiative. And I think the only number that we can share is a conversion rate of leads into actual car buyers, right? And that, as Miguel said, is over 80%. So, today, out of all of the people that are coming on the website, paying the 100 euros of reservation, over 80% of them are actually going to the store and actually closing the contract with the dealer for the vehicle. And your second question again, I'm sorry? The scale. this project is an MVP for Mazda in the UK with the intention of rolling it out to other markets, right? That's the beauty of what they're building on a SaaS solution like ourselves, which is everything that has been built for the UK. As long as you just translate the language, they plan on rolling it out to Germany or to several other countries in Europe. No, today our contract is with Mazda Europe. They operate in 20 countries in Europe. The project will be rolled out to these countries, but it has started by launching in the UK, right? And that is what is live today. And now over the next months and years, the idea is to roll it out everywhere else.
So I'd like to continue the conversation about scalability and how to make this available to other customers, right? So is the source code or the product ready for scale for other customers, or did you have to upgrade a part of it in order to make the selection on the PLPs?
I guess just one question there. Are you talking about other VTEX customers or other Mazda countries? Other
VTEX customers.
Well, yeah, we did some customizations in the PLP, mainly for the search by location. This is something it's natively working in the intelligent search, but in terms of the UI, we did some customizations to be able to show the range and to have, for example, a default range, or to change the range if we don't have any results to show to the customers.
I think even here, if I can add a question, let Miguel talk a little bit because, right, of course, there is some customization involved in this project, right? It's not fully out of the box, but if you can talk a little bit about what was the effort involved in getting this done, right? Meaning, who was the partner? How long did this project take to get this MVP out on the street?
Well, this was a project, a 5-month project. We customized the PLP, but it was not a huge effort, let's say, because, as Danny said, it was working natively, the search by location. So it was only a matter of adapting the UI to work with this feature. This was, a 5-month project made by a German partner called Dibai.
I think there's also a lot of complexity involved in the catalog integration, no, I believe. So I mean, this was not very simple to build, right? I mean, the extraction of all of this information from Mazda systems, integrating it into VTEX, into seller and marketplace accounts. I'd say the two largest development tasks in the project, I guess, were the catalog integration with Mazda's back office and the two customizations that we showed you. Besides that, it's a VTEX.io store framework store with customized CSS and customized templates, right? So I think the real customization came from these 2 points. So I guess that's why it took a bit more than the average of VTEX, which is 3.5 months. No?
Yeah, there was a effort also in the integration flow. That's why I put here, and I wanted to show it, because we integrate the products not only with the sellers, but also with the marketplace at the same time. And this is because they have too many sellers and a lot of products that they cannot, let's say, accept manually the suggestions that we are sending through our admin panel. So the same middle layer is in charge of accepting the suggestions automatically. So the flow is the one that is creating the products in the seller and in the marketplace at the same time.
More questions? We're good? Guys, I think that's for today. That's it. Thank you for the time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And see you around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.